Good evening, sports fans, on this late Sunday night, August 28th, 2016. I am Peter Wiggins, today the stamina off a Sunday night sports Roundup. Let's start it off in Fenway Park in Boston, Massachusetts, where the Boston Red Sox squared off against the Kansas City Royals. And the Royals got on the board first in the top of the second inning. Salvador Perez homers and a fly ball out of left field. It was 1-0 in favor of the Royals. Then Pato Orlando out of the second spot in center fielder Jack Berry Jr. out scoring and scores. Sarah spot to third base. 2-0 in favor of the Royals, but then bottom of fourth, David Ortiz homers down, line drive. Center field, that's 2-1 in favor of the Royals. And then bottom of fifth, Rocco grounds at himself as the first baseman, and Eric Osborne that scores. Chris Young, suddenly on the third to Jack Berry Jr. second base, tied it 2, and then Zeno Bogart seconds on ground ball at center field. Paul Orlando that scores. Suddenly on to Jack Berry Jr. 4-2 Red Sox. But then, at a snap of a finger, the Red Sox lead vanished. Alcides Escobar single on a soft ground ball. A pitch of Matt Barnes that scores Eric Osborne and carrying the runner out to the third to seven prepares the second base. And it was 4-3 in favor of the Red Sox. But then, Raul Mondesi triples on a sharp line drive at center fielder Jack Berry that scores. Kendrick Miras, Salvador Perez, and Alcides Escobar. It is 6-4 in favor of the Royals. And then Red Sox chance up Caulfield was up a Chester Cup reached the fielder short field by pitch of Matt Barnes that scores. Ronald Muncy. It's 7-4 Royals, and then Lorenzo Kane sings on a line right at left fielder Chris Young that scores Paul Orlando and Chester cut for today second. 8-4 in favor of the Royals, and then Eric Osborne sings on a foul with a left fielder Chris Young that scores Chester covered, and the Boston Red Sox lose to the Kansas City Royals 10-4 quarter, 72-58 in the season. That's Strom got the win. Edward Wiggins got lost. Gave up 4 hits and 5 runs and strike out just 1. Next up for the Red Sox, they'll take on the Tampa Bay Rays in the first round. A 3-game series at Fenway Park tomorrow at 7:10 p.m. with Rick Porcello on the mound for the Red Sox, while Matt Andreessen and Matt for the Rays. Okay, take a look at some other scores around the major leagues on this late Sunday night. Baltimore Orioles shut out New York Yankees 5-0. Toronto Blue Jays and the Minnesota Twins 9-6. LA Angels shut out the Detroit Tigers 5-0. Philadelphia Phillies over the New York Mets 5-1. San Diego Padres over the Miami Marlins 3-1. Colorado Rockies over the Washington Nationals 5-3. Pittsburgh Pirates over the Milwaukee Brewers 3-1. Chicago White Sox over the Seattle Mariners 4-1. Tampa Bay Rays over the Houston Astros 10-4. Oakland Athletics over the St. Louis Cardinals 7-4. Texas Rangers over the Cleveland Indians 2-1. San Francisco Giants over the Atlanta Braves 13-4. LA Dodgers Chicago Cubs 1-0, and the Arizona Diamondbacks over the Cincinnati Reds 11-2. Alright, let's take a look at how the AL stands with that loss. Okay, with that loss, the Red Sox are now 2 games behind the Blue Jays for first place in the AL East. And Baltimore, 3 games behind the Jays for first place in the AL East. And the Yankees have a 67-62 record, so 3.5 behind the Jays. So this AL East race is tightening up. So the Red Sox need to shake off the loss of the Royals and focus on the Rays. Okay, the Cleveland Indians got a 4.5 game lead on the Detroit Tigers for first place in the AL Central. Texas Rangers got an 8.5 game lead on Houston Astros and Seattle Mariners for first place in the AL West. The National League East, the Washington Nationals got an 8 game lead on Miami Marlins for first place in the NL East. And the Chicago Cubs have a 14 game lead on the St. Louis Cardinals for first place in the NL Central. And oh my, the Pittsburgh Pirates with a 4-game sweep in the Milwaukee Brewers now have a half-game lead behind the St. Louis Cardinals for the first place in that final wildcard spot, and the LA Dodgers have a 2-game lead on the Syracuse Giants for first place in the NL wildcard, NL West. Boston and Baltimore are the wildcard teams, and San Francisco and St. Louis are the wildcard teams. Okay, down to the bottom of the Pawtucket Red Sox square off against the Syracuse Skychiefs in the finale of our 3-game series out in Syracuse, New York. And the Pawtucket Red Sox shut out the Syracuse Skychiefs 6-0 behind Brandon Ellis and Wiggins 2. Okay, take a look at some NFL preseason scores. The Minnesota Vikings over the San Diego Chargers 23-10. Houston Texans over the Arizona Cardinals 34-24. And the Jacksonville Jaguars over the Cincinnati Bengals 26-21. Alright. Looking at some sports news on this. Oh, let's look at some MLS Soccer scores. Where the New England Revolution followed the New York Red Bull 1-0. Put the Timbers of the Seattle Sounders 4-2. And the other football club, the New York City Football Club 2-1. Alright, take a look at some sports news. Santa Clara, California. San Francisco 49ers quarterback Colin Kaepernick sat during the national anthem with each of the team's 3 preseason games, said he plans to do so if he sees real change when it comes to racial oppression. New York celebrates the first Little League World Series championship since 1964 with a 2-1 in the championship game over South Korea. The Fenway Eagles talked about receiver position started to clip after a few surprising cuts on Sunday. The team then had to widen it. Wilbur Randall and Chris Gibbons were among the players who released to the team reduced to the roster. Dallas Cowboys coach Jason Garrett reveals the quarterback Tony Romo suffered a broken bone in his foot back on Thursday against the Seattle Seahawks, but he said that the previous injuries and he's confident Romo will be back in the field this season. Ricky Craven said this might be a late conclusion spot in Trace after getting his first win in 99 careers through club starts. Kyle also could be a legitimate threat come playoff time. Before Serena Williams walks in at Alfred Stadium to kick off a 17th U.S. Open campaign and attempt to win the 23rd major title, she had to walk down 9th Avenue in the 10-minute and Western event. Patrick Reed was a shot beyond Ricky Fowler for the fourth, but a while to win the Barclays to open the FedEx Cup's playoffs. And FedEx Cup will be here in Norton for the Deutsche Bank Golf Championship. Looking forward to attending it. Carson Palmer played 3 drives on Sunday in Houston, and 2 of them ended in interception. The team started off as looked to strengthen the preseason. Boston would become a regular scene. David Ortiz stepped to the dugout, prepared for back-to-back. Just wanted to become team step member, asking if he was ready. Kansas City, Missouri. Kansas City Chiefs safety Eric Berry signed the franchise tender and reported to the camp Sunday, Friday. The almost certain to miss Kansas City's preseason finale against Green Bay this week. After striking out and looking at the bottom of 17, Bryce Harper, angry, throws his helmet to the ground and is immediately ejected with a national title 4-apiece against the Rockies. It came down to the final in the tournament involving a 2-year qualifying process, but David Levitt had finally knows the 8 All-American qualifiers of the USA World Cup team in Atlanta at the end of September. Call them a super team if you want, but the New York Knicks organization is up so far and it has been a long time. One team president Phil Jackson had in 2014 was supposed to change that. And Peters would have made the Democrat approved World Cup resume. That is going to be it for Sports Number on this late Sunday. I'll strain 2006 per second. Good night, and I'll see you tomorrow night. Good night.